G'day guys. So today I've got a interesting one for you. I want to talk about self-improvement and the best way to stay motivated and also to track your improvement over time. So currently at a park right next to where I grew up. So actually at the end of the video I'll take you and show you the house where I spent from 10 years old up until I left. I think I'd eventually shifted out at like early 20s, 25, something like that. So yeah, anyway, I want to talk about the best way to improve. As you all know, or most of you know, I've been a tennis coach off and on for 40 years, and in that time I've coached a lot of people, and you get to view who improves quickly, who has trouble improving, who wants to listen to the advice that you give them and take it on board. But the first thing I want to talk about is comparing yourself, not to other people or not to other players in relation to tennis, but not to other people. So no matter what you're trying to do in your life, don't compare yourself to other people in the same field or that have done the same thing or that are trying to do the same thing. The best way to do it is to compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Jordan Peterson, famous psychologist from Canada, talks about this. So compare yourself to who you were yesterday. So you've got a benchmark. It's pointless trying to compare yourself to other people because you don't know their circumstances. Everybody's different. So compare yourself to who you were yesterday and track that. You know, put a line in the sand. It's very important to track your progress, that's for sure. But so that's the first point that I want to talk about today. The next point is it's very important to set achievable goals. They don't have to be massive goals, they can be little incremental goals. Like when I'm teaching players to play tennis, you know, it's no good them coming out with a goal that they want to win Wimbledon tomorrow because it's not going to happen. So you've got to set achievable goals, and that might be, you know, how many balls you can hit over the net and in the court in a row, for example. Yeah, so little goals that you can tick off so that you know if you've attained them or not. And it's very important to have small goals that are achievable because that keeps your motivation up. Very important. So that's my next point. First point, don't compare yourself to other people. You know, have them in the back of your mind as, you know, that's what you're sort of aiming towards, but don't compare yourself. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday or how you achieved what you were trying to do yesterday, where you got up to. The second one is make it little personable goals. So by setting your own personal goals, you can tailor it to your personal situation. You know, everybody's different. You got to remember that. That's why it's the best thing is to set your own goals, track your progress, and then you can make little incremental improvements over time. That way you can keep your motivation up. Because the most important thing is that you keep at it, keep going. You know, time's going by. This park I'm walking around, I used to run around here every day many years ago. But yeah, it's interesting coming back here. Lots of memories flood back. So it's important that you just keep going. Don't be too hard on yourself. That's why the goals have to be achievable. You don't want to set them too far apart because then you'll get disheartened. So the most important thing is that you keep going day after day. Then you're going to get better. So leading on from that, it's better to prioritise consistency. So if you keep on doing it day after day after day, you're going to get better. I remember playing with a lot of tennis players when I was growing up. And when they were younger, they weren't that good. Oh, they were good, but they weren't top. And what you find over years is the players that keep playing, keep practicing, keep at it, they don't get disheartened. They're not too hard on themselves. They're the ones that progress. And quite a few tennis players ended up being way better than most people thought they could ever get to because they just kept going and kept going and kept going. So they weren't that good when they were younger, but they kept going. And that's the same with lots of different areas of life. It's the people that stick at it, keep on achieving day after day after day. The compound improvement happens over time. Before you know it, those people have achieved a lot. Also, another point, by focusing on self-improvement, you're taking away the anxiety of comparing yourself to other people. So that's another big plus. You know, if you're constantly comparing yourself to other people and you're not measuring up, you get disheartened, and that's when you stop, or you take a break, or so it's nowhere near as good. If you can stop yourself comparing yourself to other people, then you're not going to get disheartened. So you keep at it, which I said, you'll keep on improving. If you keep working at things, you keep on improving, you keep on getting better. And that's whatever you decide to take up, concentrate on. The next point is concentrate on consistency over intensity. Like, it's great to be intense, but it's more important to be consistent, so that you keep fronting up and doing the work you need to do in order to attain those goals that you've got. So consistency, just day after day after day, don't give up on it. Keep moving forward. That's better than high intensity for a few days and then you don't do anything. So the consistency is more important than the intensity. Like in the ideal world, you have a high level of intensity and consistency, but consistency is even more important than intensity. Just keep at it. The next point is you'll also build resilience, and you've got small daily incremental improvements. You'll become a lot more resilient when things don't go your way. So it's all about that consistency, like I said. And if you can build resilience, because as we all know, life isn't all roses. You have some bad days, or you might have some days where you don't improve, you're not heading in the direction that you want to. But if you keep on making small improvements most days, you're going to build up that resilience to just keep going. And I'm talking about any goal that you decide to go after. Everyone's got their own unique circumstances, so it all comes back to that consistency, small little incremental improvements. The next thing you've got to try to master, if you can, is self-reflection. Try to step away, look at yourself without bias and say, okay, so am I getting better? If you look at yourself 2 or 3 months ago, have you made progress? And if you keep on doing what you need to do consistently, then I'd say you will have made progress. So again, it comes back to you just got to keep at it. Keep going. Don't stop. Time's going by, whether you keep going or whether you decide to stop. You can guarantee if you keep going, you're going to get better. The next point is you've got to try to embrace challenges. When a challenge comes up, embrace it as an opportunity to get better, improvement. So that's why challenges are great. Don't be scared of challenges. It's an opportunity to get better. So you've got to adopt that mindset. If you've got that mindset on when a challenge comes up, it's another opportunity. And if you listen to the professional sports people, they very much talk like that now. If you listen to how they talk, maybe they've got a big game coming up or something, and they say that's an opportunity. We're looking forward to the opportunity because they've been doing lots of work with the psychologists, and so you can take that on, that same attitude, and that'll help you get better. And my last point is practice gratitude for your improvement. Be good to yourself. Think how positive things have become as you've improved down that pathway. Enjoy the journey, so it's not all about the destination at the end. That's why it's important to have these little daily goals and daily progress. Measure the daily progress, because then you can keep moving forward. So it's not like you've got this grand goal that's going to take 4 years to get there. It's that's probably a big goal, but you've got to have lots of little incremental goals along the way that you can tick off. Please leave a comment on your own down the bottom here about what you're trying to achieve, what you have achieved already, what your strategy is for keeping motivated. If you agree with me about the daily goals and comparing yourself to who you were yesterday, I'd love to hear your comments. My last few videos have had heaps of comments, which has been fantastic. If you like the video, please leave a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. But as I said, the last few videos have had lots and lots of comments, so I really appreciate it. I love reading all your comments. All right, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little walk and talk. Hope you're motivated to get out there and continue on your own pathway. And everybody's got goals they're trying to achieve. Big goals, medium goals, but it's important to have these daily goals that you can check off, and also track your daily progress so that you can compare yourself to who you were yesterday and the day before and the day before. That's the best way to improve. So, good luck on your own journey. I'm walking back to where I grew up, so I'll turn this off now and turn it back on so you can have a look at the house that I grew up in. And it's changed a lot since I was there, that's for sure. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Okay guys, so this is where I grew up. This was out my back gate. It's 10 metres away from my back gate. We had the athletics track. So it's all changed a fair bit, obviously, but that athletics track was there. This car park on my left was there. And I'll walk you around to where I actually grew up, which is about 30 metres straight ahead. There's a car park here on one side of our house, and there was a car park on the other side of our house. Athletics track down the back, and Australian rules football oval out the other side. So I should have been a super athlete. And that's the house that I grew up in, just right there. It was 100 years old when I was here. I shifted here when I was about 10, I think. Beautiful old house. It was one of the original homesteads in this area. So you can see the chimneys up there. We had a fireplace in every bedroom. We had a veranda all the way around the house. I slept in that bedroom just down there on the right. And straight out here you've got the car park and a footy oval. Fantastic location to grow up. I was a very lucky boy. Yep, so you got your footy oval here. And just over there, is where we just went for our walk. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed that video. As I said, leave a comment, hit the thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. All right, have a good day. Bye-bye.